Hey everybody, Jill here. So today I'm going to cover SERP analysis. There are a lot of tools that you can use to do a SERP analysis, and it'll give you an overview. It'll tell you who's ranking, what their title tag is, and maybe some other information about their domain authority and things like that. But for me, I actually go into the SERPs and dig and look at every top ranking page to see how competitive it is and what opportunities there are for me or my clients to rank. So this is a manual process. It does take time, and I'm just going to show you what I do. I will have more videos about this in the future. This is going to be a general overview just to give you some ideas of how to do the process. So to do a SERP analysis, you should already have a keyword in mind. Okay, you already kind of know a topic that you want to write about. You already did your keyword research. You already have a feel for the keyword that you want to rank. So let's say I'm a cat blogger. We're going to do this first. And we're going to type in, I want to write an article about how to give a cat a bath. Answer is you don't. But, and I just spelled that wrong, so let me, how to give a cat a bath. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit return. And I'm actually going to go through and look at every single search. So I do have something called SEO Quake installed. It should give me a little bit of information about some of the pages so I can get a feel for how authoritative they are. Again, it's SEO Quake. It's a little add-on. It'll give you the keyword difficulty so we can kind of get a feel for this is a pretty competitive keyword, 86% competitive. All the metrics, it gives you a lot of information. So it's just a good bird's eye view. Again, no matter what tool you're using, whether it's a Chrome add-on or Ahrefs or SEMrush or whatever you're using, there is no 100% accuracy. So these are just to give you guidance. It is not telling you, hey, this is 86% keyword difficulty, don't do it. It doesn't mean you can't do it. So this is why analyzing the SERPs is so important. So if you don't see this, this is the search generative experience. This is what everybody's kind of been talking about and not really excited about. I would use this with caution if you are actually using it in search. If you're seeing it, it's giving a lot of incorrect responses. So I would be really, really cautious as a searcher to use this. As a business owner, right now I'm ignoring it. I'm not even looking at it. Or using it in my SERP analysis right now because things are changing so quickly. Right now, I really just care about the organic stuff. Again, this can all change in 6 months. So what I'm telling you today, it may not even be accurate in 6 months, but I just want to give you guys a bird's eye view of my process. As we scroll down, we can see that there's a sponsored. Oh, and just to go back for SGE, if you're not seeing this, it's just because it hasn't been fully rolled out yet, as far as I understand. I think some people have it, some don't. I opted into it about a year ago, so I can keep an eye on it. Have not been impressed. If you do want to see it, here, I'll click Show More. You can see it gives you all the steps right here. Okay, and for those people who do have it, they might just be using this and not clicking through. So if you're seeing a decrease in clicks to some of your articles, but your rank hasn't really changed. So, this post here, ASPCA Pet Insurance, that has a featured snippet, might have took a killing on clicks because people might be using this now. Okay, so even though they have a featured snippet, they may not have the same level of traffic that they once did. So these are things that you have to think about when you're doing your SERP analysis. I personally am really trying hard to create content that doesn't have an SGE result, which is why I like to look at the SERPs, because if I don't see an SGE result, it's probably going to be a better opportunity for me. That's not the case in every situation, but generally speaking. So this is what the SGE looks like, and it's got the links to where they supposedly got some of the information from, and blah, blah, blah. So this is what it looks like. It does have the YouTube in there. So let's go down to organic. Okay, you've got your sponsored, ASPCA Pet Insurance. We all know ASPCA, so we know that this is a super competitive page to try and beat. People also ask questions. Martha Stewart, super competitive. Doesn't matter that she's not a cat blogger. It's just Martha Stewart. So this will be really hard to beat. Videos, I recommend videos as often as you can make them these days because there's so many video searches now. So this is just an extra opportunity for you to be able to get more organic traffic by creating videos, and it'll help you brand wise as well, just getting your brand out there. And you can see these are older, 21, 15, 22. So that you can have an opportunity here to get something more current up, optimize it well on YouTube, and hopefully have it showcased here. Pet Finder, super, super competitive, hard time to beat that. Quora, I can't stand Quora, but it's ranking everywhere. Quora and Reddit, as we know, if you're in the content creation world, are killing it in the search results right now. User-generated content is huge. That's what Google is really kind of preferencing these days, which a lot of people are not happy with. How do you deal with this? Well, if you're seeing a lot of Quora and Reddit, it might be worth it for you to create a Quora account, become an expert on Quora in whatever your niche is. So if you're a cat blogger, go do your cat blog thing on Quora. Take a summary, take your post, maybe rewrite it in ChatGPT, little less information, but post it on Quora. Do a link back to your site, and at least you're getting eyeballs on your content somewhere with maybe the potential for them to click back to your site. I'm not doing it only because I just don't have the time, but if you have the extra time, it might be worth it. We don't know where Quora and Reddit are going to be in 6 months. This can all, burn and die out, and it can go back to regular links. We don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's not a bad thing to have a profile on Quora. I don't know how much it'll help, but if you have the time, I would recommend it. Same thing with Reddit. Reddit moderators typically don't like when you share your links. So it's really hard to get links from Reddit these days, but it might be worth a shot to throw a couple out there, or at least get known as a cat person on Reddit, where people will take your advice, and then you can start throwing a couple links because you've got a lot of authority on Reddit, or start your own subreddit. That's what a few other people are doing as well. Preventive Vet is another ranking page, pretty competitive, 56. Reddit, Catster, and this is what's infuriating, is that you got Reddit as a regular link, and you also have it in discussions and forums, so it's really taking up a lot of space. Catster is the only real cat niche blog in the SERPs. How to give a cat a bath. This one's without getting scratched. And then How to Bathe a Cat by Purina. So overall, super competitive term. It's not one I would aggressively go after. I would write the article, optimize it the best I can. Don't forget, you still have Bing, you still have DuckDuckGo, you still have Yahoo. Those are all bringing me traffic now. And do these searches as well in those other search engines. So, go to Bing, look at How to Give a Cat a Bath, see what Bing has going on, and go to DuckDuckGo, How to Give a Cat a Bath. You don't have to invest as much time in like a DuckDuckGo or Yahoo, but I would spend a little more time in Bing now too. I'm just starting off with Google. So where do I go from here? All right, I'm going to write my article anyway because I want to be the cat person. I want to be the brand for, all things cat. So I'm going to write the article anyway, but I just know I'm not going to invest a ton of time, so I'm probably not going to really rank for it, at least right now. So write the article, optimize it, get it up. But now let's look at the bottom. Okay, and this is where the SERPs get interesting. So when you're using tools, like Ahrefs or SEMrush, you're not getting a lot of this kind of information. Now, there are other tools out there like Also Asked and a few others that can give you some really good insights into this. I'll cover those in some future trainings. But for here, you've got related search. It's telling you what other people are asking for. So related search, how to give your cat a bath that hates water. Let's see what happens. Now remember, we had all competitive results here. Okay, let's click on this and see what this gives us. Okay, how to give your cat a bath that hates water. Okay, we'll give that a minute to get the keyword difficulty is a little bit less, 76. It still has the AI generative overview here. Okay, but now look what we have. We have Angel Animal Hospital. People also ask, and videos, and these videos are a little bit different. Remember, we had one that was like 2015, so this one's a little bit different than the previous videos. How to bathe a cat that hates water, Carroll County Animal Hospital. Now look at that authority. Okay, they only have an authority of 21. Quora, we're not going to worry about. This only has 34. Reddit, we're not going to worry about. Quora, 37. And then Reddit. So what does this tell me? It tells me I have a better chance of ranking for this than I would How to Give Your Cat a Bath. Okay, so there's two ways we can approach this. For me, I would make this a whole separate article. So what is this telling me? This is telling me I can have How to Give Your Cat a Bath as a pillar post. That could be my main page or piece of content about everything related to giving a cat a bath. Okay, so that's here. Now, off of that, I have this article about how to give your cat a bath that hates water. Okay, and that's all we're going to talk about here, how it hates water and what we need to do. In the how to give your cat a bath article, maybe we can write about, the different things related to how to give a cat a bath. And I'm going to go over that more in a minute. But right now, I would say do an article on this, how to give your cat a bath that hates water. Okay, and read the top results. Go through. Okay, so this is from 2022. Click through and open it up. Okay. This is not, a really difficult article. Okay, and this is what is the featured snippet. This one line here. They answered it perfect. Okay, how to give your cat a bath that hates water? Allow your cat time to get used to the idea of a bath by getting the paws wet and giving them treats. It's answering it right there. It's making it really easy for them to answer. Okay, so you can use a different article here. And now let's go down to the bottom. How to bathe a cat without getting scratched. Okay, so now let's look at this one. Okay, you got sponsored ads at the top. Okay, and what are the sponsored ads? These are all bathing bags. These prevent you from getting scratched. Okay, so it's actually pretty smart because I didn't even know these were a thing. Or you could put a collar on them and glue them to. I didn't know these were things. These poor cats. So these are things you can do to prevent getting scratched if you wanted to buy an option. You've got your AI generative experience. Okay, and then how do you bathe your cat without? So this is Animal Behavior College getting the featured snippet. People also ask, Mr. Groom. So I thought this one was interesting. So this is only a authority of 8. Okay, this may not get a whole ton of searches, but every little bit helps. Even if you only get 20, from this search, it would be worth it. So let's look at this article. So let's see what he does that he's ranking so well. 7 tips to give your cat a bath without getting your arms shredded. Okay, so here, 7 tips. I would actually create an article with this, how to get, using that title, and just the 7 tips. Okay, and if you could do an image with it, great. I would do an image with each of these, and then just do a post with the 7 tips. I wouldn't add any of this other stuff. I would just do a post, 7 tips to giving your cat a bath to not get scratched. The 7 tips, right? A couple of sentences, an image, a couple of sentences, an image. And I bet you could probably outrank him because this is a post from 2018 and he's got no authority, but he got right to the point. So when we're talking about writing articles now, they don't have to be 5,000 words. We have to get out of that mindset. Okay. This is a simple query, how to bathe a cat without getting scratched. Just asking a simple question, just bang, give them the answers they need and move on. Okay. So this, remember now we have how to bathe a cat pillar, how to bathe a cat who hates water, how to bathe a cat without getting scratched. So both of these topics are going to be in this main pillar in a very small thing, and then it's going to link out. So now we have 2 little articles that go into our pillar article. Okay, now let's scroll down to the bottom. How to give a cat a bath without water. Okay, I bet you this is a whole different thing of search results. Okay, how to clean a cat without water. Mr. Fluffy Friend. Catster, big one. Okay, more videos. WikiHow's a big one. Reddit, Quora, Reddit. Okay, so this could be one of 2 things, guys. There's 2 different ways to look at this. How to give a cat a bath without water could either mean there's not enough articles being talked to about it, so that's all they have to rank are these types of posts. Okay, or they just really want to rank these user-generated content pieces. I would write this article. Okay, I would write a specific article about how to give a cat a bath without water. I would include the options for bathing without water. That could be products or whatever else. Steps to do it, how to use the products, add a video and add some images. I'm betting you would probably really either kick this guy out or at least come up here. I'm guessing there's just not a lot of people writing this topic, and those are the things that we need to look for when we're analyzing the SERPs. Where are missed opportunities? And that's not easy to do. We may have just found one here, I'm not sure, but if you're a cat blogger and you see this video, test it. Write this article and see what it does. So if we look at this one, dry shampoo or waterless shampoo. Okay, 5 ways to clean your cat without water. I would just do this article and do it 1,000 times better. And then see what happens. Okay, so that's another cluster. How to give a cat a bath. Now we have 3 things. Without water, ones who hate water, not getting scratched. So you got this really great pillar so far with 3 different articles. And then you can scroll down and you go through this process. Okay, homemade cat bath wipes. That could be another thing. Okay, a DIY. Okay, Whirlpool Forums, Pinterest, cat site. So these are all communities. Could be 2 reasons. One, there's nobody doing a really good job with an article, or they just want to give out community stuff. That's what you need to test. Okay, so that's how I would do it for this. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's try another one, Jersey Shore itinerary. Okay, I just put this one in. I want to go to the Jersey Shore for a couple days, and I love how it does give this now. So 5 days, 2 days, 3 days. Okay. What I am seeing is generative AI is giving results for most of these. But here's the thing, okay? When you're looking at this, I live in New Jersey. Okay, it's telling me on day 1 to go to Cape May County Park and Zoo, which is a great place to go. Highly recommend it. Amazing place. Then it's telling me to go to lunch at Mr. C's Beach Bistro. Okay, here's the problem. Cape May is down here. Mr. C's Beach Bistro is up here. It's probably a 2-hour drive. So AI is not good. This generative AI, and I've seen even worse results in other places. Like some of the results are absolutely insane. So I'm not going to tell somebody to go to Cape May County Zoo and then go up to Long Branch, New Jersey for lunch. It's just way too far. So this is where I'm saying we don't know what's going to happen with generative AI. So I try not to look at this too much. But now let's look at the regular results. What do we have? Visit New Jersey, Jersey Shore weekend road trip, a trip for all seasons. Okay. Road tripping, Jersey Shore. So this is a domain of 22. Okay. 37. 20. So this might be one we can tackle. So if you are somebody who, is writing about New Jersey and you want to do this article, I would totally do it. Now let's look at the road tripping Jersey Shore because they rank number 3. Okay, I'm just going to look at this page real quick. Okay, this is a recent one. So they just wrote this in 24. Okay, road trip, Atlantic City. And all they're doing is they're just showing what they did. This isn't even a great post. I mean, it's good that it's got the images and things, but if I were going to do this, I would be adding in how long it took me to get from here to there. On day 1, we went to Atlantic City. We spent 4 hours in Atlantic City. Next day, we drove to Long Beach Island, which was about an hour from Atlantic City. So that we can really give it a timeline, I would include a download printable that people can print out to see all the places that we went. There's so much that could be done to improve this. This is a great opportunity for ranking. There's a ton of opportunity here. So when we're looking at the SERPs, really look and analyze each page, guys. See what you can do better. There's always ways to do it better. Do I love the direction Google's going in right now? No. It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. I think they're having a hard time figuring everything out. They're moving to automation versus, people getting involved, which is making things difficult. The more you can do now to analyze the SERPs and see where there's missed opportunity, the better it may help you in the future. Okay. So let's look at one more real quick. I typed in high volume, low calorie meals. I see discussion. Okay, so there is no AI overview available for this search. Those are ones you want to go for. If you're seeing a search result that does not have an AI overview, tackle it. Okay, because that's a great opportunity. You can see how quick, finally we're seeing a search result above the fold. It's not getting pushed down all the way. So this is a really good opportunity. So what do we have here? 13 high volume. Side Chef is a 41. Business Insider, they shouldn't even be ranking for this. It's a business magazine. This is probably what we call parasite SEO, if you're not familiar with it. Let's just see if I can figure this out real quick. high volume foods, Business Insider, weight loss. Well, actually, it might not be. It looks like they're really writing all these topics. Dietitian. It could be parasite SEO. I'm not sure. But they, what these people do is they pay to have their articles placed on these big websites that are not even relevant to what they do. Business Insider makes a boatload of money, and the other person gets a great link back. So that's kind of what parasite SEO is. You're trying to get keywords for your business off of someone else's website. And that is what the current update is actually trying to get rid of. Whether or not they can succeed, we don't know. It just pisses me off, honestly, that Business Insider ranks for this. So it's very frustrating. So Business Insider, obviously we're not going to compete with that one. Healthline should be ranking for this. Then you've got Pinterest, macros, AS26, and then a Reddit, 30. Okay. So the reason I'm showing you this one is because I have a client in this niche that I'm working with right now. She should be ranking for this, and she's not. And what am I learning? This is her site. Okay, high volume, low calorie meals. Hers is 20 to 27 delicious, filling low calorie meals. So while she has low calorie meals in there, she's not really talking about high volume. Okay, see how everybody else has high volume in it. High volume, high volume. This one does not, but this is also a 89. They can get away with that. She's a 35. She can't. So the lower your authority, the harder you're going to obviously have to work. Higher authority pages are going to rank easier. They don't need to do as much as the lower ranking. But if we look at the top results, we can continue to see high volume, high volume, high volume. Okay, so that is a big missing piece. We need to get her title tag changed, and we probably have to re-optimize her page a bit to make sure we're meeting the needs of the high volume term. So that would mean adding that term as well as any other semantically related terms. Okay. So these are all the things I look at when I'm doing a search evaluation. So if a client needs me to optimize articles for them, I'm actually looking through the SERPs. I'm analyzing who's there. I'm looking at their title tags. I don't really care about meta descriptions as much anymore. Google's just changing them too much. But I do put a lot of value into the title tags. I'm looking at the pages to see if they're doing it better than we are, worse than we are, looking at the H2 tags. So like if we look at this one, and this is another plugin, another Chrome add-on I highly recommend is Detailed. Okay, very, very great plugin for analyzing page stats. So for here, I would look at headings. Okay, volume eating. Okay, what is volume eating? That's a great H2. Okay, and then leafy greens, cabbage, zucchini. So all of the important things related to volume eating are all in H2s. Okay, so it just gives you an idea of what they're writing about in that article. And I'll go through that, with all the pages that I'm fighting up against. So this is definitely a competing page. So I'll have to analyze her page and see how we can do it better. Okay, so I hope this was somewhat helpful. This is going to be ever changing. I will try to do more on this topic. This is just a general overview. I hope you guys find it helpful. If you have specific questions, leave them in the comments. And if you ever are interested in letting me use your site as a guinea pig for any of my tutorial videos, I can really use them. I think it gives a better training opportunity when I have specific sites to work with. So please send me an email at Jill at, and it's the number 2 dogs.media. So that's the number 2 dogs.media. Let me know your URL and the keyword that you'd like to rank for, and I'll use it in an upcoming video. And hit the like button if you like this video so you can stay subscribed to my YouTube. And I appreciate you guys joining in. Have a great day.